Hey guys, Emily here, and I'm back with a video for all of my little subscribers that are either my intervention teachers or my new teachers. And you probably have noticed I've been absent for a little while, a few weeks. It's because I've been putting my energy into a podcast. I actually have a podcast now. You know what I like about it? I don't have to do my hair and makeup. So it's really kind of cool. And this podcast is called the New Teacher Success Network. And it's really designed for those new teachers who are in the first 5 years of your career looking for ways to gain some support and confidence so you can be the best teacher that you can possibly be. So check that out. It's available on Spotify, iTunes, Google, all the places. All right. So today I wanted to talk to you about something really important. It is the beginning of Teacher Appreciation Week. And this is a moment where we get flooded with Starbucks gift cards and free food and candy and beautiful pictures. And it's a wonderful time. It's the week that we really feel the love. And that is wonderful, but I think it's something that we need to do throughout the year, and especially with each other within the profession. And so today I want to talk to you about how to spread the love amongst your educators in your classrooms so that we can put out positivity into the universe and it comes back to us, okay? So that's our big topic today, encouragement. How are we going to do this and bring it around all aspects of our classroom? So I want to start with first the students. Now, your kids are in desperate need of encouragement every single day. We have no idea what their story is when they're really at home. And in some cases, kids come to you and you are their safe place. You are possibly even the only words of encouragement that they may get in a day. It's a very sad but true situation. And so we want to make sure that your classroom is inviting and is safe. And I would recommend a couple of tips here. Greet your students at the door. Greet your students at the door, have them wait for you. Secondary is a little bit different because kids are kind of coming in, but make sure that you have a warm welcome for your students, greeting them by name, giving them those high fives, pats on the back, hugs, whatever is allowable. But kids need that, and they need to know that you are happy to see them. That is probably the first and foremost thing. Ask them about something that is important to them in their life. Talk about their sports. How was their game? Their pets, their family members. Ask them things so that you can start to connect with them on a personal level. These types of things bring kids into this warm environment, and they want to be there. They want to please you. And the biggest important thing is that you're showing them how important they are to you, and you matter a great deal to them. So make sure that you're doing that. I don't want to forget about our parents. Our parents that we are dealing with in some cases are going through some really difficult challenges, whether it's with their own children, personal things, health issues that we just don't know. And so when you get those parents that are reaching out to you, they're a little frustrated, they might be a little disheartened and worried. Make sure that you remind them that they are doing an important job and that you are their partner with them when it comes to their children and your students. This is really important. I can't tell you how many middle school parents I have counseled throughout my career because middle school is such a challenging time, and just reassured them that, what you're going through with your student, with your child, it's very normal. It's biological. I always explain how middle schoolers' brains are pruning to get ready for their adult brain. So if you think they're kind of wacky, they are, but it's a biological reason. So encourage your parents, remind them that, it's all going to pay off in the long run. Be their partner, help them whenever they're struggling with something so that you guys can come in on and really support that student. It's going to make all the difference for all of you, your parents, your children, your students. All right. Another group that we need to encourage, and this is one you probably don't realize, and this is your administration, your principals, your counselors, your vice principals, those guidance learning specialists, whatever the titles may be. the upper administration in your schools can be kind of a lonely job. You have to keep somewhat of a professional distance from your teaching staff, and that becomes, I think, a little bit isolating. So remind them when you notice even your leadership doing something really great, tell them you appreciate them. Point out what you find valuable and what matters to you that they're doing to help support you. Those things are important. And whenever some sort of situation does come up that maybe is more on, I don't know, disciplinary or difficult, as far as a difficult situation goes, this is an opportunity for you to bridge that gap and keep kind of a nice common area. They know you appreciate them. Hopefully they'll remind you how much they appreciate you as well. And then finally, I want to really get into, and this is the one that I'm inspired by today and this week, and that is our colleagues, our teaching fellows, our teaching colleagues, our school besties, all of those things. Now, I am going to tell you a secret. If you are a new teacher, you may not realize it, but everybody on campus is a little bit insecure. That's the truth. Even your veteran teachers. If it's a new teacher, veteran teacher or not, they still feel like a rookie. A teacher changes grade levels, changes positions, they feel like a rookie. So this is something that it just comes with the nature, I think, of the job. We are by design just a unique type of personality that wants to do the best we can. And when we don't feel like, we are, I guess, really knocking it out of the park right off the bat, we tend to get a little insecure, a little concerned, a little depressed, little anxiety, all of those kinds of things. So this week, being that it is Teacher Appreciation Week, I want to remind you how much your colleagues and coworkers need you. They need your words. Doesn't matter where you are in the profession, but take some time to go to and visit some of your colleagues and just tell them what you admire about them. Tell them what you notice. If you saw them do a really cool thing with a student, tell them that. Or maybe you heard kids talking about them and something really great, share it with them. These are such important things. Teaching is really hard, and sometimes it just drains the absolute life out of you. And wherever we can help fill that bucket again, let's make sure that we are encouraging our colleagues, our teachers, everybody who is working with our kids. Now, when you reach out to your colleagues, be specific in what you like, what you admire. Be really specific. Those are the kinds of things, just like we do with our students. When you want an action repeated, you want to point it out. So be specific. And I want to tell you something about some of those teachers on your campus. Maybe it's a new teacher. Maybe it's a really quiet teacher. Maybe it's the teacher that seems a little standoffish or is always in their classroom, doesn't really connect. Those teachers probably need you more than anybody. And so I want you to make it a point to go and visit that quiet teacher, find a private moment, strike up a conversation. If it comes up and you can say something like, hey, if you ever need to talk, just reach out. I'm here. Those things can go so far. You never know the personal battles that somebody is dealing with. And you don't know that if that teacher's so quiet because something's happening at home or in their personal life or with their health. Those are things that you just want to open a door. We need to support each other, and they probably need you more than anybody. So remember that. Okay, so being that it is Teacher Appreciation Week, I have a 5-day challenge for you, and I am going to share my screen so that you can see this. And I'm going to drop it into the chat. So I have a challenge for you, okay? This is the Share the Love Challenge, and this is in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week. It is time to share your admiration and kudos to your colleagues. So for each day this week, I want you to do something. Day 1, I want you to show yourself a little bit of love. I want you to write down any of those special teacher moments, those awesome times when the lesson went really well, or you connected with a student or a parent, something that was very just was kind of made you feel good. I want you to write it down. It could be on Post-it notes, it can be on a piece of paper, it can be on your computer, whatever you want. But I want you to write it down, okay? Every day. And if you can get more than one a day, fantastic. That's day 1. Sharing some love with yourself. Day 2, I want you to find 3 teachers, okay? 3 teachers, and I want you to find something that you admire about them and tell them how much you admire them, what you admire, and I bet you are going to make their day. Whoops, did it again, didn't I? Day 3, I would like you to reach out to a former teacher of your own. I have done this for a number of years, and this is probably one of the greatest things of Teacher Appreciation Week. Find your kindergarten teacher, find your 4th grade teacher, find your favorite high school teacher, find a teacher that made a difference to you and reach out to them. This is really pretty easy to do now with social media. And so reach out to them. Even if they're retired, more than likely you're going to find them somewhere. Tell them what they meant to you. Tell them what the words that they said that you carried with you throughout your life. Tell them you're a teacher and share that experience with them. You're going to make their day. My grandmother is a 93-year-old retired teacher, and she still talks about her students. You will be amazed at what that's going to do for somebody. And then day 4, I want you to look for that struggling teacher. I want you to look for the quiet one, the one that's a little standoffish, and I want you to reach out to them and see if you can open a door for them. They need you. Okay, we get really consumed with what's happening in our own lives and what's happening in our classrooms, but this teacher needs you. Reach out to them. You never know what that can do for them, okay? And then day 5, I want you to plan a social gathering. Invite your entire staff if you can, or groups of teachers that you can go out with, have a little gathering after school. Go to a restaurant, have a happy hour drink, do whatever you need, planning something where you can socialize and get to know your colleagues. Try to keep all the griping off of the table and just talk about the good things that you have with your students and in your career. And don't forget to invite that teacher that you talked to yesterday. That person probably really needs a group. Okay, so reach out and do that. So that is your 5-day challenge. I am going to post that. I'll post a link. I'll see. I'm not sure if I could put a picture in there. You can email me at readingdiva06@gmail.com. I'm happy to send you a PDF. I've got it up in a few of my Facebook groups. So I want you to share it. I want you to print it. I want you to share it. And I want us to do this all the time, but especially this week. It's important. All right. So you heard about my podcast. Last thing, my new passion project is the New Teacher Success Network. You can visit www.newtsn.com. You can see what that's all about. Again, this is a membership experience that is for new teachers that need some community, some resources, and mentoring along the way. I have 2 webinar dates coming up to explain how that is. That's May 9th and May 23rd. There is a link on that website. I will also drop it into the notes here. Leave a comment, because you know what I really want? I want you to do this challenge, and then each day I want you to drop what you did. I want you to tell me what you did, and I want you to tell me how it impacted either you, your students, your parents, whoever, or your colleagues. Share it. Let's share the love this week. All right, my friends, happy Teacher Appreciation Week. I appreciate you. Thank you for what you do. It is not easy, and you are so needed. Thank you, and much love to you. Bye for now.